And then that is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for joining us once more on the Hollow Knight 112% speedrun. Speedrun.
Yeah, we can beat that.
Hello everyone and welcome once again to the Hollow Knight 112% playthrough. I'm getting really good at saying that without tripping up over my words. For the past couple of episodes, we've done a lot of backtracking, and I know that's not what you're here for. You're here for progress, and that's what we're gonna do today. And in order to progress, what we want to do is we want to head down here. Away from these horrible things and their horrible noises. Is this the right one? Indeed it is. Whack the elevator. And this takes us once more back into the City of Tears. If we look at our map, we'll see that we are on the long ago mentioned right half of the map. City of Tears, very massive. Oh god, you sat on my head. We got some new enemies, we got some new areas to explore. Still love the music. I do like how the City of Tears does separate itself slightly, in that you have the left half, which is very muted shades of blue, obviously, and then this area is a little more music in the atmosphere. This area of the map is a little more upper class. If we're looking at the demographics of the City of Tears. And it's a lot more like pink and regal looking to a degree. I think that, you know, it's the same area, but because they are separated originally, I think that distinction between them is pretty cool. Alright, challenge room done. And hey, look at that! We got our third vessel fragment. Now, unfortunately, while being soulful does give us more soul, it does not give us an entirely new soul vessel. Filling up that little blip on the side there is not going to be the same as filling up our main vessel. In fact, the blip is equivalent to about 1 charge. So it's not, you know, the most significant upgrade in the world, but it is still pretty nice to have nonetheless. Let's see if I can fill that up right here. As you can see, it's automatically filling up our new vessel on the left there. And if I get rid of 1 charge, then it automatically fills back up again. I feel like I'm being really hasty in fighting a lot of these enemies, but I kind of just want to... I've been getting just as antsy as anyone doing this has been, probably, about wanting to do more. Like, backtracking is important, but the really important thing are wanderer's journeys. No, the really important thing is continuing on and getting all of the different upgrades and seeing new areas, because, you know, that's why people buy Metroid videos. That's what here we are at the King's Station. Much like the Queen's Station, this is a rather tall area. The Stag Station built into it. Always nice to have a bench. And Getting more expensive. But like I said, this is the high class part of the town. Unless I'm mistaken, I think this is the first area we've encountered that has 2 stag stations in it. Crystal Peak doesn't even have a stag station. So that just goes to show how big this area is. Real quick, I want to impale myself in the face. No, what I want to do is come over here. It's only a Hallownest seal, but it's a neat little secret that I always like to get, because you're always like, you know, how can I break this game? Like, developers surely wouldn't put something up there, and then they do. All right, where do I want to head next? So this coffer up here full of coins, you know, this gate here, doesn't seem like we can access it. Just jump up the wall. It's not a very good secret, but, you know, it's not a whole lot of money anyway, so I guess it doesn't have to be the world's best secret. Can you fly into me already? Thank you. This is where the stag station used to be, but it has clearly seen better days. We'll be coming back to this room later on, I assure you of that. But for now, click. Let's continue on to the left here. Now we're getting out into the city part of the City of Tears. And we've run into more of these sentry husks. I think that's sentry. Great House Sentry, yeah. I'd rather not deal with those guys because they're annoying. They have a lot of health. And I don't really get anything from dealing with them, so why bother? A door with a simple lock. Use a simple key? No. We do have a simple key to use, but I don't want to use it on this because there are more pressing things that we can use it on soon enough. This room is interesting. It just looks like it has some husks. I hate the English language. It just looks like it has some enemies in here that we have to deal with, but you know, should jump through the wall here. Now here we have the Gorgeous Husk. Gorgeous Husk has like a lot of health, but they just operate like the fat enemies that we've seen so far. They just jump on you. Man, you really have a lot of health. It's the only one of its kind, but it has a butt ton of money on it. 420. Is that intentional? It's probably intentional. Continuing on, I'm just looking around here to see what doors there are. There is an upper exit to the King Station. So, you know, if you want to go high or low, the choice is up to you. Oh. There's another door somewhere. There's this one that we can't do. It's up there. How get? Here. There we go. So we have a grub friend. Do get locked in here with this guy. Oh god. Ugh. Right for you now. Oh god. Ugh. Like I said, they can hit you from behind. It's a dick move. Huh. He went down easier than I thought he would. Thank goodness for this upgraded nail. Alrighty. I think that's all that's here for us in this section. the city. Head in here. Take this elevator up. Nothing for us to the right. And we can't seem to reach that yet. I mean, we can technically, but, you know, we're not supposed to. Crash through the glass, because, you know, that's what the game has taught us to do. Doing that, I wouldn't necessarily say I recommend it. I mean, it does take care of all the enemies in the room, but it does just leave a giant hole in the floor. You know, take it or leave it. Up to you what you want to do with that. But this way, hit that lever, the door has opened, and we are once again back at the memorial to the Hollow Knight. Finally, the City of Tears is fully connected. I would show it on the map, but we have not set a bench, so it would not show up anywhere. Let's see what is up here. Pretty much nothing, honestly. Even if we dash across, which is what it looks like you're supposed to do, there's nothing here. Yeah, there's nothing here. But they are interconnected, and now we have free lay of the land. So what I want to do is I want to head back this way. And do that now. No, actually, hold on. I think we have enough money now to get a nail upgrade. And that sounds exciting, especially since we have the pale ore. So I figure might as well do that first. Crashes into him, just falls into the water. Yeah, the dead enemies in Hollow Knight cannot swim, so sucks to be them. I can swim as long as the water isn't boiling my face off. Well, that didn't work. Dash. This makes it easier to avoid everything in this room. Nailmaster! Wait, you're not Nailmaster. Nailsmith.
Ah, Ranjo Stenja.
Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore. Rare fine metal that. Give me the ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nails and make it stronger. He charges 800 this time. Luckily, we have enough, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. As you wish. I'll get to work then. There we go. The reforging is complete. I've added a channel to your nail. It should cut much more efficiently. You'll find it stronger than it used to be. Head out there and test its blade against your foes. Sure thing, dude. I guess I can read you now. Corpulent husk encrusted with a shining metal retains the instinct to hoard geo. There is beauty in many things, reflections of light and water, the taste of freshly killed meat, the cry of a hatchling for its mother. I have never understood the lust for metals and stones, though. We now have the channeled nail, a cleft weapon of Hallownest. The blade is exquisitely balanced. Once more, why can I not talk? Our nail has been upgraded. Still can't kill those guys in one hit. But instead of doing the 9 damage that the strengthened nail we had before did, we now do 13 damage. Every nail upgrade is going to boost your damage output by 4 damage. So we started at 5, we're at 9, we were at 9, and now we're at 13. I didn't talk to him about it. guess I probably should have. He will tell you that if you want to get your nail upgraded again, you will need get more money. I'm gonna tell you now, it's more than 800, and he needs 2 pale ore. So, considering how long it took us to find only 1, I think it's gonna be a while before we can upgrade our nail once more. But what I want to do is I want to use the key here and open this manhole. Welcome to the Royal Waterways. Yet another new area of Hallownest. A kind of creepy one too. Slightly offset by the, this isn't a word, but adorability of these enemies. They're just balloon boys. If I remember correctly, I believe their names are Horp. Amazing, amazing enemies. Over here, secret wall with a secret inhabitant.
Hello, right?
Don't take something if it isn't yours. That's the law. Everything you see, it belongs to me. Don't be angry. I'll share my food with you if you give me Geo. The amount he charges, it charges, is randomized between the numbers I'll throw up on screen now. Here it's 92. Sure, dude. Why not? This Geo is mine now. Don't try to take it back. Here, take your food when you leave. It's a gosh darn rancid egg. Thanks, but no thanks, dude. We do not need these. These things are plentiful enough in the wild already, and they serve no purpose. The one purpose they do serve, we've already discussed how useless I think it is. So the waterways. I don't know how I feel about the waterways. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, this isn't acid, why did he die? Enemies can't swim. We just established this. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about the Royal Waterways. I think that the area is interesting in a design sense. Like, it's kind of creepy, dilapidated sewers. Which, you know, not a bad... What did I register? Because that wasn't the mark for fully registering an enemy. Anyway, you know, the creepy, dilapidated sewers are not... Gosh darn it. It's a cool concept, but I think that the Royal Waterways in particular are kind of lame. There's just not a whole lot to this area. There are some cool things that we will absolutely show off soon enough, but just as it stands, the Royal Waterways are kind of meh in my eyes. Definitely not in my favorite areas of the game. There is a bench down here, so let's hit that up. It seems us doing that knocked the bench askew somewhat. I've updated, but that's not helpful to us because we do not have the map for this area. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe the map is actually up here. So going to the bench is a little misleading. Either that or I'm just totally wrong. Hidden wall, hidden grub. Grub friend! We are a grub friend. I believe that achievement is half of the grubs? I mean, it would make sense if it were. Where would I check that? Main menu, probably. So, we'll not check it here. These guys. Kill them once, and they split off. And then you have to kill both the head and the tail separately. I know it's like, we've established this as the horrific, dilapidated sewer area, but the enemy designs in this place are probably the creepiest in the game. Which is also a little off-putting, because Hollow Knight hasn't, up to this point, been a creepy game by any means. And it's fine for it to have an area that shakes that up. But I think a lot of these enemies are gross. Like how they look, what they do, the sounds they make. I'm just not a fan of it. I am a fan of the Whormps though, because I mean, Whormps. There are a lot of Whormps in here. Give me the money. Ow. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. We're good. I actually want to fall down here. Because over here, a little bit of an out-of-the-way mass shard. Oh, you didn't think we were done collecting health upgrades, did you? I certainly hope not. Die. Oh god. Die. Maneuvering through water is never fun. I don't like the heartbeat, so please stop it. I will take your dumb item if you stop the heartbeat. Please. Alright. Let's head back up. Yeah, they can also activate each other, which can make dealing with a number of worms at once pretty overwhelming. But for the most part, it's they're just fun little dudes. All right, let's head up this time. Die. Nope. I was kind of hoping that explosion from the descending dark would kill the head piece. Gosh darn it. Maybe it's also the darkness of this area that I'm not, another rancid egg, that I'm not a super huge fan of, because there's just, it's hard to see a lot of what's around the corner, and it's just a lot of this creepy, ominous ambient noise that I'm not a fan of. Wow, we've already fully registered the worms. I guess I like killing them that much, huh? Speaking of killing worms, a little bit of a challenge room here. Well, it's not immediately evident that that's what it is, but yes, it is what it is. None of these challenge rooms so far have been particularly challenging. But that opened that gate, which allows us to hit that, makes a big noise, but more importantly, Map Man! Oh ho! Aren't these waterways thrilling? Labyrinth of pipes and tunnels. I couldn't have asked for a better place to employ my talents. It's all so orderly, so considered. Nothing like the crude irregularity of those caverns. Ah, but so sad. My trunk is telling me those fungal wastes are close, and I sense my damp adventure may have reached its end. Guess I'll be calling this map done. I'll be calling it mine. Whole chunk over there to the right that we have not explored. But if we head over here to the left, to the path that we opened, like Cornifer said, we are back in the fungal waste. Specifically, we're at this section where we rescued Bretta originally. There was a door there that you might have noticed. and hitting that lever from the other side has opened it, connecting these two areas officially. We're going to explore the other half of the Royal Waterways next episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as always, stay happy, healthy, and kind. I'll see you next time.